What's up, openers? We're on season 3, episode 25. Halfway there through the hump, right? Ain't that what they say? No, 50 over the hump. Halfway there.
I don't think anybody says that.
Yeah, so when you turn 50, they say over the hill. Oh, shit. Well, damn, you knew what I meant.
Wednesday. No, is it Wednesday that's over the hump?
Yeah.
Oh,
no,
Thursday's over the hump.
Thursday's
Wednesday's hump day. 50 is over the hill.
Okay, we halfway up the hill. Correction. Thank you. Hi. Hi, Jada. How are you? Well, welcome to Ownership Podcast, where we open and honest conversation and talk everything from A to Z as it pertains to LGBTQ plus community and beyond. I'm your host, Rodney. You can follow me on IG at I am Rodney Wash.
What's going on, y'all? It's Marco DePrence here. You can follow me on IG at Marco DePrence.
I'm your host, Shazam, and you can follow me at _kid and play_.
And I am your host, Solomon Stretch. And you can follow me on IG at Solomon E. Stretch.
And so we have a praise report. So let's get off our collection plate. All right. So, sweet babies, I just want to say shout out to Facebook. Facebook, we had a viral video. Shout out to Shazam for giving your good advice as always. You get one time, bitch. But no, Shazam.
Girl, wait. After you concocted that letter, talk about shout out to Rodney, his fine ass, all that other stuff. Girl, tell them what they actually wanted.
So recently, Shazam video went viral about the advice about people wanting you for you or not wanting you for whatever. Not what I mean, saying not whatever, but like we were saying. That video is now at 150,000 views.
Look at that.
On Facebook. We have gained over 2,500 followers on Facebook. So because of that, we can now have subscribers on Facebook. We have Reels ads on Facebook, just like we have on YouTube. So now Facebook has a membership club. So
The world is moving.
Okay. Y'all
So y'all like when we talk sense, huh?
they do.
and not talk shit.
No, that was some shade. Y'all missed it. Y'all missed that.
You gotta go watch last week.
First of all, I did not say it.
You did.
Look, I did.
You didn't say. You said enough.
I said enough.
Yeah.
It's hot.
But as you all know, hello to new openers out there. Welcome, babies. We have a thing called collection plates. You can be guys given in 3 ways. So on Facebook, also Southern.
Grab my communion.
There you go. You can buy stars or buy stars on Facebook. We are 5-star young freshly gay black men. And now you can subscribe to us, okay? So you have content as well.
Yes.
And you can also watch all our reels, give us money on all the ads. We love you here.
What?
I heard reels, grills, and all that ass.
All that ass.
I'm just about to go catch it.
You slid that in there real
ass.
And also, you can also donate to the podcast. So whatever platform you listen to us on, you can see a donation button. Click donate button. You give what you want to give on your heart, okay? We take whatever you want to give. As long as it's more than $2.
We'll take anything.
No.
With your voice being a little hoarse today, you're going to have to speak a little bit slower because
little
all your
bit
words, baby.
Oh, it's okay.
Ooh.
You have to give more than $2.
Not that far.
Be guys givings, baby.
What we gonna do with him?
Okay, and last but not least, we have good old faithful YouTube. We have a membership club on YouTube, you guys. You can subscribe on there. When you join the fan club, you will turn green on there, and also you get priority with your comment being read by us. And we're gonna start going live on there for our good old openers who join the YouTube subscription plan. And you can also buy stickers. Okay, we love the stickers here. You go across the screen, be also your name. We get broadcast across the audio version of the podcast. All right. So let's get started. And also, my voice going, y'all. I feel so bad. I felt like I was chilling with Miss Kool-Aid. Okay, y'all. Fuck all y'all. But we have a live show coming up, openers, on August the 29th, 2024. Bring your girlfriend, come your sexy PJs, bring your boyfriend, bring your side piece, your side, whatever you want to bring. Bring a whole open relationship. We take it all here. It's going to be very fun, you guys. Like, it's going to be a great time. We have a great show for you all. But great production is going to be there. We have a great DJ, have a great host, Ebony, DJ Sleek, and also Amanda, who's going to be providing the food, and also Gia, who's going to be over the production. So shout out to Mega LM Studios, and cannot wait to see you there. Get those tickets. They are now in the description box in Eventbrite, okay? All right, so as you all know, we do need y'all to subscribe to the podcast and also give us 5-star. We're 5-star young first gay black men. And Solomon, tell them how they can further support us, please.
You pretty much already did. You ran through my whole spiel.
I did a Marco.
Ain't the first time.
It isn't.
Sounds like you did a Rodney today.
But openers, you can like, you can comment, and you can subscribe on the YouTube. You can join us in the fifth seat. You can participate in the conversation. However, on August 29th, we have our first in-person live podcast. We will be having a great conversation. And what you can do is, like Rodney just said, go to the Eventbrite, purchase your ticket. Actually, let's do this. Let's see how many people can go green before the live show.
I like that.
I like that.
How many people can we get to go green before the live show? Do y'all know what that means?
Jared know what that means.
Jared, tell the people in the comments what that means, and I will tell them live. I will tell them that going green means joining our YouTube membership. When you join the YouTube membership, you get the great perks that Rodney just talked about, but you also get to be in the front row at the live show.
Mm-hmm.
You do. Shout out to Jared.
And Melanie and B. Garrett.
B. Garrett.
Is that all we have right now?
And Steven and another guy named is Michael.
That's what's up. We're growing. All right, Rodney, how was your week?
Oh my God. My week was going good. Today I found out I have a mild reaction to BC powder. So my head was hurting this morning, but I wasn't drinking. I just felt like I think it was like a sinus headache, and it was just really bothering me right here. I took BC powder. So I never took BC powder before. I put it on my tongue. I drank with water. 2 hours later, I was talking on the phone, and my voice went to like, I couldn't talk. So I had to get some honey with lemon and mix it with peppermint, because that's what my mom told me to do. That soothed my throat, and I had to go to the urgent care, and they told me that I had a mild reaction to BC powder.
Mm-hmm. I'm sorry to hear that.
You had never taken it before?
Never took BC powder before. I would never do it again. Well, my headache went away, but
You took the whole pack at once.
They trying to take. Yeah, don't you supposed to?
One of the little tubes on the sticks? Yeah.
I never took BC powder.
Child, don't do it. That almost took my voice out. Would have been. Maybe not do that, but you know what I mean. Oh, Marco, how was you?
Girl, clock.
No, look, that time you pulled a Solomon.
My week has been like stressful. Work's been kicking my ass. I've been pissed off. Yeah, I've been sleeping a lot, so I'm about to go see my doctor and just see. Like, I've been sleeping like Sunday. I slept until 6 p.m.
Are you depressed?
No,
Are you pregnant?
could be. Any other questions?
Well, you
Do you
told
know
us
who
your
the dad
business.
is?
No, but
You don't.
Or are you depressed because you do know who the daddy is?
Oh, now that's a good ass. Damn, Tamika.
I'll put on our next episode of Power Rangers.
No, but yeah, I've just been sleeping a lot, so it's been like a little scare for me. But outside of that, I've been good. Bella's birthday was yesterday, so
Oh, happy belated Bella.
we're gonna do a little photo shoot, so you'll see her plastered over Instagram and things. Maybe we should get doggy onesies
I'm sorry, what?
for the doggy onesies for the merch shop.
That'd be cute, actually.
Thank you.
Hey, B. Garrett. Hey, Melanie Granger. Hey, Jared. They all part of the
Shazam,
fan
how was
club.
your week?
My week was good, but now like I'm dealing with some things with my unit, as I told y'all. Openers, I don't think I told anybody, but somebody did something on the 4th floor, and now the unit then leaked in, and the sprinklers went off and some shit. And this has been like an ongoing thing. But other than that, everything is good. I'm trying to remain calm. I'm probably gonna curse them out tomorrow, and then I'll pray about it later. Other than that, I'm excited. This weekend I'm moving my nephew to college, which is very exciting.
Congratulations.
And yeah, I just have to keep my composure because I'm a crybaby, and if everybody starts crying, then I'll cry, and then it's just like a downhill thing from there. But yes,
But it'd be a good cry.
Yeah,
He's going to school and not prison.
it is a good cry.
Okay.
But if somebody is crying because they're sad that we're leaving,
No,
like,
I get what
that's
you're
when it's
saying,
sad.
but like,
Oh my God.
no, I had to tell.
terrible comparison.
I meant that as a good thing. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, you cry because you're going away to school and not crying because you're going to prison. They didn't land right?
Did not land correctly, but I understand.
Okay, you get what I'm saying? Okay. I'm saying, like, he doing something positive. I had a couple of cries because my cousins were going away. Dropping them off.
And here Rodney is spreading our new prison attire. And your wife beater and your chain.
What up, though?
With the do-rag.
Solomon, how is your week?
My week has been good. I did some traveling. I went to South Carolina, went home to see my dad and some family for a family reunion. I actually missed the family reunion, but I went and saw some family before the reunion or before they went to church Sunday morning. And it was good to see my cousins. They came down from Connecticut. It was good. I'm glad to see people doing well. I'm glad to see people who I'm related to doing well.
I saw that on your story. And
You favor your dad's side. That was your dad's side?
Yeah.
You favor your dad's side.
Yeah. It was a good time, and it was interesting. And again, it's just one of those moments where you get to see your dad and other people getting older. So then it just reminds you of just like life. But yeah, like I was excited.
It was real cute. I think you posted a story. We were talking about that's your first cousin. You know how all folks get
Every
together
single
and they
visit.
try to connect the dots.
My favorite video about family is when that woman's like, her and her, they were sisters. I love that video.
Yep. Every single visit.
Beautiful. Gotta love your family. All right, Marco, take it away.
Let's pay some bills. Openers, as you know, Apple is our official sponsor for Open Relationship Podcast. There's a link in the description box where you can get 1 month of Apple TV or 1 month of Apple Music. And as always, your support is greatly appreciated. And before we go to the streets, make sure on August 29th that you meet us in the streets at the network ATL at 7:15 for our live show. Yeah, and we'd love to see them now. It's gonna be a good one. You see
The
it right
description,
there.
the link is
Just scan it with your phone.
And I clicked the link in the description box too. Eventbrite, Openrelationshippodcast Podcast. Look us up.
Melanie Granger says she has 2 more semesters before she graduates.
Ooh.
Congratulations. We love an educated black woman.
Yes, we do.
Yes.
All right, we're about to go to the streets. So as all of us knows,
Speaking of educated black women, there you go. There's your segue.
nice transition. Madam Vice President, future President of the United States, Kamala Harris, announced her pick for VP today, Tim Walz. So I had no idea who this man was.
Me either, so tell me.
I was like, now who's this white man going all over this feed today? I did some Google, and let me tell you.
I did some Google.
He's that girl. He really is.
I was truly surprised. Like, they're calling him America's favorite dad, fun dad, excuse me. Well, he's my favorite fun dad, too. But the one thing that really stuck out to me is that, like, he has personality. Yeah. Like, I saw a picture of him and his daughter at an amusement park. They do something every year before she goes back to school, and they do something old and they do something new. So he'll do something old, like a ride or eat something, and they'll try it together. And then she'll pick something new, and she picked the slingshot. Y'all know.
I saw the video.
Oh, wow.
You know
that's fun.
And he's riding the slingshot with his daughter, like, screaming.
And they caught it on video. It was just a really good family moment and just having a good time. But for the people that don't actually know what he did politically, I did some research. So I'm just going to read some things off because, people have been on the Instagram just saying whatever they wanted to say about this man.
Go and teach the people, boy.
Just each one teach one. So he is the governor of Minnesota. Through his time there, he has done universal free school meals. As you know, that's been a big thing within the United States. He legalized weed. He wants tax rebates for the working class that makes less than $150K a year. He wants women to have 12 weeks of family leave when they're pregnant. As you guys know, most companies only give you like six
or 4.
Yeah, 6 or 4, which is not enough time to be with your child. 12 weeks of paid sick leave, which I feel like we all need. Universal background checks for guns, which, as we know, in America.
And he's an advocate for guns. Like, he still wants people to have guns. He doesn't want to take them.
Correct.
Would you be
appeals to both sides of the fence? He's doing good.
He wants everybody to be an automatically register to vote, free public college, and $2.2 billion increase in K to 12 school funding.
We also have to call out that
sign him the fuck up.
Walz was also the governor that took the George Floyd case from the actual DA that had it, that the black community did not trust, and he gave it to somebody else. So yes, he's
that guy.
The Democratic Party is doing their big one right now. Trump is scared.
But you know what I really like about him? You know, when Biden was when President Biden was first introduced as the VP candidate, he was very likable. He was very relatable. But he was relatable in a way like he would just say shit. And then people would be like, I would probably say that too. I don't know if I want my vice president saying that, but I would probably say that too. But vice president or this candidate is very relatable, and he's very likable, and he represents, along with future President Kamala Harris, they represent America well, and I think that's what we need right now. We need candidates that represent the nation well.
He also, yes, Melanin Granger, that is correct. He's a teacher.
Oh,
he was a teacher.
And he was a football coach.
And so that mean he knows every level that you can be on. And the one thing that really made me happy when I knew it was a good pick, because Trump went crazy on his motherfucking Twitter. Yeah. Trump went, when I say, you know when something get on Trump nerve, when he just goes spiraling. That man tweeted like 50 tweets. Like, he know he about to lose, and he can't do nothing about it. And I don't know if you're going to bring this up. The Supreme Court told him, no, you can't. You have to go to, for his
He's getting
money.
Sentenced on September 14th.
Yeah.
There's a possibility that we could have a presidential candidate on the ballot and in jail.
And you know what? I want to say this. Republicans, what happened to y'all decorum? Y'all always been crooked, but y'all had at least some educated crooks in your system. For y'all to let Trump lead y'all party, that is embarrassing. That's not even who y'all stand for. Like, y'all don't even like people with felonies, but y'all have a felon representing your party.
Talk about it.
Make that make sense. The party of integrity and all these big words they want to use. Like, y'all looking like a fucking zoo.
I think they know this though, because now you're seeing groups pop up everywhere. There is a whole group that had a Zoom call that were Republicans for Harris. You were seeing major people who have been Republicans all their lives step out and say, I'm not voting for him. Like, I'm voting for Harris. So I think this isn't really a Democrat versus Republican thing anymore. It's literally a right versus wrong. Like, everybody knows that this is messed up. We've had we've already seen what he done the first time. When somebody shows you who they are, believe them. Like, we know what he's going to do. He's going to get in the office and act a damn fool. And then you have J.D. Vance, like, he doesn't have any experience. No. But I will say that what I'm going to enjoy about this political race is it's going to get very petty. Because they're throwing shots back and forth at each other. Did you guys watch the announcement today with Kamala and Tim Walz? And he was like, I'm ready to debate J.D. Vance as long as he gets up off the couch and comes. And he was like, see what I did there at the couch? So, it's been very, like, they're throwing a lot of shade, and I like it.
You know what I do like that Trump did do, though? He brought out people to be open and honest about how they truly feel. Like, I can respect that. Like, Trump let you know who he is. And I respect a person like that. He ain't hiding behind the scenes saying the N-word. He basically saying it to your face.
Tell
You
me
get
a
what
little
I'm
bit
saying?
more about that.
So something like how, what was that lady name who was a cook? And she got fired, let go because she was saying the N-word? Martha Stewart.
Paula Dean.
Paula Dean.
Oh, okay.
Remember, behind the scenes, she was using the N-word, but in front of her, she was like America's grandmother. Oh, I make my sweet potato pies, and I do all of that. As they found out she was using the N-word, and like she got canceled. So one thing I do respect about Trump is he's bringing out the people true side of being front forward. So you know that he's a racist, he's all this kind of a sexist and all this kind of stuff. So why vote for him? I'd rather know who I'm dealing with than I know who I'm dealing with. And I like the fact that they're making the Democratic Party, still have some decorum, but like when people hit you, it's okay to hit back. Like you had to always be the high road. I love Michelle Obama. But like sometimes you gotta go in a median. You don't gotta go low, but you can go to me, a good middle. Okay.
So, I hear you.
I do.
And so it's not that I agree. I appreciate the outcome. Like, I'm not gonna say I respect Trump. That no. But I appreciate people being honest and authentic. And I think one of the biggest problems, what we're seeing now, especially in minority communities, is that the veil has been lifted.
Yes.
And people have their blinders off. They see the way that America actually is. And I believe that a lot of minority communities, especially the Black community, they believe that the work was done. The work was done with the civil rights movement, so forth and so on. But the work is always is always needed and always has to happen. It has to be done on a continuous basis. Like, the work doesn't stop, especially in a country with a checkered past like we've had. And so I appreciate people being open and honest about who they are. Like, let me see who you are.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to have to guess, but I'm not going to say I respect Trump.
Well, I just said I appreciate, not respect. But I mean, I wouldn't be a fine out telling the truth.
Roll the tape back.
So I think
Wait, before I'm gonna lose my thought. So I had a social teacher,
you have who?
a social studies teacher. Lord Jesus, I got to the die.
The S's got you today. Yeah.
I had my social studies, aka history teacher in 8th grade. His name was Mr. Grope.
Damn.
I was like, because we were learning about history, and I'm like, why we gotta learn about the Romans and all this stuff? He said the reason why history is very important because you have to repeat it. History will repeat itself if you don't teach it. And so one thing, and Solomon made a good point talking about how the young generation feel like they don't have to vote. I was over at somebody's house, and it was like probably a group of people like 20 and 21. Didn't know anything about Project 25. Said that we're not voting. Say, didn't Martin Luther King die for that? Like, why we gotta go out and I'm just like, that's how ill-informed some of our youth are. They think because the work was already done. Like I said, the reason why you had the freedom you have today to even not be, I call them lazy. I said to be lazy and sit back and not do that, don't care, is because the people in the 60s fought and died for that. I said, so if you don't get your ass up and read and do something, your generation will be, or your kids will be affected by what you're not doing today, or your grandkids. So I said, this is a very important election.
And read credible sources instead of Instagram and Twitter.
Yes.
Were you going to say something?
I'm sorry, I did cut you off.
Oh.
No. I was probably just gonna say fuck Trump or something. I don't know. I don't remember.
Well, we can still say it. Speaking of the American people, I also want to talk about the Olympics. Let me tell you, I have been so emotional this weekend just watching these beautiful Black people win these medals, and I've never been a proud American before until like watching this Olympics, like Gabby Douglas, Jordan Childs, Sha'Carri Richardson, like just knowing their story and their background, and like knowing that they're standing on podiums, walking away with gold medals, silver medals, bronze, and like representing our country as young people. Like all the shit that Sha'Carri has been through, like the whole country turned on her. And even she won the 100, she came in second place. There were still particularly black men, on the internet, oh, so she's not the fastest woman in the world. No, but she's the fastest woman in our country.
So the problem with that is I feel like a lot of people, again, are not doing their research. There have been several articles about what is going on in Paris. Historically, Paris has been racist to black people. We know this. So Sha'Carri Rich, of course. And then there's another black woman from Jamaica who was supposed to run the race and she dropped out.
Correct.
So what happened, hearsay, but it's been said by multiple sources, is that Sha'Carri and I forgot the Jamaican runner's name. They stayed in when they have the Olympics somewhere, they build like Olympic housing for the people that are participating in the Olympics. There's a lot of buildings that Georgia State students live in as dorms that were Olympic housing back in the day. So they build these Olympic housing for individuals, and they're normally not the best conditions.
Before you go forward, B. Garrett just gave
Thank
us
you, B. Garrett.
$49.99.
Oh,
and we are keeping you in our prayers, B. Garrett. I see you have a lot going on, but we're here for you.
You know we love you, B. Garrett.
Definitely. Thank you.
All right, Shazam.
Okay, so sorry, I had to think where I was at. So a lot of times they build these housing conditions that are not the best. So some people stay other places. Word on the curb is that Sha'Carri and the Jamaican runner stayed in private housing that was better than where the rest of the Olympic players were staying.
Correct.
And they took private shuttles to the warm-up area. So everyone else came in on a public shuttle that went straight through to the warm-ups. Sha'Carri and this said Jamaican are...
Shelly Ann.
Sherry Ann, yes.
Yes. They are said to have got to the gate, and there's a video as well, and they wouldn't let them through the gate to go to warm-ups. If you know anything about Olympics or running track, your warm-ups are extremely important because your body goes through so much. So when they got there, they weren't able to participate in warm-ups. So Sherry said, I'm not running. So she pulled out, and then Sha'Carri ran, but of course got second. But it's like, we know that she's the fastest, and everybody knows that. There were some scientists that released an article that said under the perfect conditions, Noah and Sha'Carri could both run on water if the conditions were perfect because they run so fast that they could run on top of the water.
Damn.
So I think it's just insane that we see racism show up in different places. I don't know if you guys seen that. I believe Serena Williams got denied a restaurant, and now they're like, oh, we didn't know it was you. I'm sorry, we didn't let you in. So racism is all over the place.
So my thing is even if she wasn't who she was, why was she not let in? Because she was black? That was your reasoning?
We don't know. The world may never know.
They say that
They said they didn't recognize her.
Was booked and there was no room for her and her children. That's what they say.
Child, let me tell you something. I ain't throwing no shade at Serena. You can marry a white person. You do this. The world says he is a black person.
If you say no shade, it's definitely shade.
It was.
I'm just saying, like, some people, and I say that she does, a lot of people marry other races to be accepted, right? And it'd be like, oh, okay, I want to feel like I'm somebody. Just think about even black men back in the day who were marrying white men to this. Even Eartha Kitt, she was the biggest black person supporter of all time, in my opinion, but she married a white man to feel accepted by society. And she wrote that in our book. So, like, you can marry them, you can do whatever, but they still see you as a person. So, that's, let's say it's married, if it landed. I don't think it did.
She just caught an unwanted stray. Unwanted stray bullet. But yes, Marco, I agree with you. It's been great to see all of the black men and women like take over the Olympics. And I want to see, and maybe I'm asking for a little bit too much, but I want to see us win in something other than track and gymnastics again. Granted, we're always going to win track and field. We're always going to win gymnastics. We are creative. All three girls that were on the podium danced to Beyonce. Like, there's so many nice black things going on, but it's like, okay, I want to see some black people winning some other things too. I think it would be cool.
Do y'all see how they body move on the floor? Like, it just looks like butter when they do these backflips and land perfectly. I feel like a proud uncle, like literally screaming at my projector and like I'm acting like I trained these girls, and I
but
don't even know them.
But even with Americans win a lot of gold medals, period. And it's just, it's a black power, black segment. But like that is what America is, right?
This
we
is
are
black power segment.
I'm just saying it was black excellence.
Power to the people.
Hey,
the fist don't mean too much now because Donald Trump hung it up when he got shot.
You're right. Actually, I'm gonna take my fist
oh
back.
girl, no, that who did it first? Get your mini men out of here, ass.
Mini men.
But like that is America, right? We are a multicultural country, and so that's what we want to keep in America. That's what I want my children to be raised in, because I am really thinking about like the child process with surrogacy, and I want to make sure, and I just want to make sure that my child and their children, and if they have kids, like my lineage, is in a place where they are respected and knowing the importance of voting. So I don't vote for me, I vote for my future, our future. So like I just want to make sure people understand. Like I don't go back to voting again, but when you vote, you're not voting for yourself. You're voting for future generations. And this, and this a beautiful thing. Like, like I am the product of my great grandmother getting rocks thrown at her for having an education. Look, I'm an educated black man with a college degree. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like people couldn't even do that. My grandfather dropped out of 8th grade because he had to get raised. He had to help out on the farm. You know what I mean? Like that is what's like that's the stock you have in your veins right now. People who walk for you to run. And I want to keep that going as black people. Like, y'all, we went through a lot of shit. Our ancestors went through a lot of shit. And even with the Olympics, like back in the day, they couldn't even run and do stuff. And see, we win in first place. That's. I just want to cry. Because, like, it's like place they told us no access to, we come in and run that shit. Hallelujah. How I got over.
And then, last but not least, before we get to the song of the episode, Cardi B announced her pregnancy and divorce.
Girl, announce the music.
Where's the album?
The music. Where is the music?
I'm happy that she got over. You see what I did there? The divorce. He didn't have my back that time.
Aretha Franklin.
Anyway,
Carla Ward.
I'm happy that she is separating from Offset. I think he put her through a lot of embarrassment through the online and things, and
it's giving Krishan a blue face.
It is, but I also can't only blame him because I mean, what did Maya Angelou say? Once somebody show you their true colors once, believe them. Ain't that the right quote?
Yeah, that is true.
Oh, okay.
It's close enough.
I mean, yeah.
Girl, when someone show you who they are.
Well, listen, I think that there is room for everybody in the industry. Cardi, Megan, Nicki, Ice Spice, all these girls. But guess what? Where is the music?
I think she's scared.
Where's the music? Every time it's always a publicity stunt. And I don't want to call her divorce a publicity stunt because divorce is not something to be happy about. Like, that's really actually sad. But it's just like, every time it's something, but it's never any music. 4 weeks ago, she was telling everybody she wasn't pregnant. We knew you were pregnant.
You wore T-shirts.
And then, like, it's
and you got pregnant by the clown. I'm sorry. We being too damn nice. We being too nice. Like, you dogged this man out for the last year and a half.
Publicity stunts.
And now you're pregnant by him.
And still no music.
And now you... Fuck the music.
No,
and now...
You're a rapper.
Yeah. Hello. She wanted to be a rapper. She got on Love and Hip Hop to rap.
And now you divorce a man you're pregnant by? Y'all just fucked 4 or 5 months ago. You was supposed to be mad at him since then. Like, I'm confused.
I think the reason why it comes off as nice is because at the end of the day, that was her husband. And it's like, you can't be mad at somebody for being pregnant by their cheating husband. You can't be, because it's your husband.
It was a cheating husband for me.
And if we roll the tapes back, a lot of us said that we would take somebody back if they cheated before.
Oh, we
if
did.
They were married. So I don't think we can be too hard on Cardi, Mr. Rodney.
I said one time.
He said it.
I said the correction. Rodney, Marquis. Oh, let me not do too much. Rodney.
What's your middle name?
Marquis. That's
Marquis.
I'm going to stop. Rodney said, I will forgive cheating one time. I did say that, Your Honor. Not multiple times. That man cheated, embarrassed her multiple times.
Where's the proof?
She posted out on social media. Let's go back years and years from now.
I think being pregnant by your husband, we can't be mad at her. Who wants another baby daddy? If she wants another baby, have the baby.
No, like, I'm not mad at her for that. I'm just saying, like, you was talking about how this man cheated you multiple. This is not her first time going through this. This is not her second time. This is her umpteenth time.
And I don't think we're getting any more music from her.
I have grace for the pregnancy. I don't have no grace for you not having no more music. Like, for the pregnancy, like, girl, you might have needed that night, he might have done it to you, and now you're pregnant. Like, it could have been a one and done. But you still don't have no music.
We went from talking about black excellence to this.
Well, we got to keep the people engaged, baby. We're diverse over here, right?
Okay. Open it all this.
I just hope that
But
she
yeah.
releases music very soon.
I
she
really
was,
do too.
Right before the pregnancy, she was tweeting talking about, I'm going to get my lick back on all these bitches when my album come.
And
Where
on-
is the album,
and on top
Cardi?
of
Where
that,
is it?
She went on TikTok Live and showed us all the songs that she's already recorded. So why have you not put this music out?
She probably just want to do it on her own time.
But Invasion of Privacy was a good fucking album.
The fact that there are girls that came out after you who are going on world tours and you ain't been on one is crazy. In a perfect world,
She ain't been on tours. I thought she had been on the tour.
she ain't been on no
She's
tour.
been featured on
She ain't been on no tour. She has not been featured on no tour. She pops up in cities and shit.
Well,
She's done
that's
like
what I meant
Rolling
by
Loud.
feature.
She does
I thought
music
she
festivals.
was out. Cardi B didn't have a tour.
No.
Cardi B has never been on tour.
Open, do some research.
No,
She hasn't been on tour.
She announced one during the pandemic. It was like the Fatal Girl World Tour, but then it got canceled. Cause
In a
of
perfect world, Megan and Cardi and Glorilla should have been on tour together.
That's what I said.
Like, there's a reason why she hasn't been on tour. Megan,
and
Cardi,
Megan.
and Glorilla.
That would
Oh,
have been
that
a
would
lit.
be-
I
that would be
would have
good.
went to
That
that
would be
concert.
Listen,
Look, I listened to Glorilla on my way to South Carolina.
you like her, don't
I
you?
do. I do.
She's
now that's
good.
that's a conversation I would want to have. Like, I like her,
I like her too.
but it's like I think I have a little crush on her.
Probably because her voice so deep.
I was gonna say,
Oh, shut up.
But do you know, like, I guess before she got famous, her voice was so light.
Yeah, if you listen to her on SoundCloud, her voice wasn't.
She was soprano.
Yeah, it was different.
Gang, bitch.
yeah. I hope she still continue. Oh, Gorilla. I hope she continues to keep her hood aspect to her though.
I like how she's hood feminine now. Like,
I like
you
the
seen
cut
her
version.
pictures, her birthday pictures. It was so sexy.
I don't. Like
Oh yeah, the birthday pictures and she's in the red.
That was
Yeah.
sexy. I enjoyed
Look that
it. Ooh,
Give me baggy jeans and like a bra. Like
I'm
Aaliyah
tired of
used to
that.
give me.
I'm tired. Give me a hood feminine woman. That turns me on.
Not.
How did we get here?
All right, Shazam.
Now it turns you on, child. Ooh,
Scoot over.
not you gotta scoot over.
Feeling the heat a little bit.
You feeling the heat? Oh. Okay, well, Situation with Shazam, it's always a song after. But before we get to that, speaking of songs and music, we do have a live show, y'all. We're going to tell y'all a billion times. It is August 29th at the Network ATL. The doors will open at 7:15. The show will start at 8:30. We will be moving on time. Make sure you come in your sexy pajamas. We still do not want to see cracks and crevices and stuff. Just sexy pajamas. Stay covered. There'll be a camera there. We don't want to post your picture and then your employer find it. Don't want those problems. We're going to have food, as Rodney mentioned. There's going to be drinks, lots of drinks, more drinks, and more drinks. There's going to be a DJ,
Booked up.
all that kind of stuff. So make sure you guys come out. It's going to be a great time, and we're going to play some games. Lots of games. So today's song, Situation with Shazam, is always named after a song. Today's song is DePrence's Genuine. So everybody has heard this. It's a lot. Listen.
That's my shit. That album is actually really good.
Genuine back in the day, like, but differences in those jeans, all those, like, it's so crazy to see him age now.
Quick
because
pause,
he's actually
real quick.
aged.
And two-way.
Melanie Granger said her sexy pajama just came in.
What color?
Oh.
Oh,
Get it sexy.
I want to know what color.
Let her surprise us.
Don't tell the people what color.
Don't tell us.
Don't tell us.
Oh,
So I know we have been talking a lot about the election because it is important. So differences, this is more for our Facebook viewers. So I've been reading on Facebook. Normally I'm reading on Twitter and Instagram and just doing all that with like the young crowd. But I stepped over to the Seasoned Saints on Facebook. Hey, y'all.
Yes, Seasoned
And
Saints.
yes, that's where the Seasoned Saints hang out. And what I've saw is that a lot of people have been making statuses about the election. And I got on this one that had all these shares and likes and stuff. And it was this man saying, oh, well, no matter what your political affiliation is during this year, like, I'm not going to defriend you. I'm not going to not talk to you. It's just one election and we'll be done. So I wanted to know, have you guys had anyone up to this point with everything that's going on with Kamala Harris and Donald Trump? Have you guys had anyone that has a different point than you politically that's close to you? And if so, who has it been? I'll go first. I have a lot of friends that I went to college with, specifically men, that have these very dark thoughts about Kamala, and I don't like it. And it's been very interesting to see the way they like tweet and Facebook post and just talk in general. And then I've seen some family members as well on Facebook that have just said some outrageous things about like Kamala Harris and like how Donald Trump is better for black folks. And it's kind of weird.
Oh, Lord, I don't want to get in trouble, but
You probably gonna get in trouble.
I'm going to get in trouble because I don't give a fuck. They going to whoop my ass. I'm grown.
Just to hype myself up before I go.
What bothers me is when black people is tearing down this black woman for putting people in jail.
Wait. We're gonna make sure we stay at the question. The question was, have you encountered anybody specifically who stands different than you, and if so, whom?
Yes, friends and family.
Got it. Solomon,
No.
you haven't encountered anybody that has a different stance than you.
You said that were close to me? Absolutely not.
Anybody that's not close to you.
Yeah, I've seen a couple of comments on Instagram, and I either muted them or unfollowed.
Okay. So you got the next question. You said you muted or unfollowed. Marco, have you had any issues?
Friends and family, no. The socials, yes. I report them.
Have you guys seen any gay folks that are like standing for Trump that you know?
Yes, it's weird as fuck.
And it's dumb as fuck.
Get into it. What are they saying? Like, I don't understand. What are people that you have encountered that are gay that are like, I want Donald Trump to be president?
Well, the thing about it, people, they always go with the black agenda. Well, Trump has done a lot for black people. And I'm always like, what has he done for black people? And then the room gets silent. I'm like...
No, what they say is he gave us stimulus in a bag.
He gave us $1,200.
And I'm just like... It frustrates my soul. I'm sorry. I know my words get twisted. Y'all laughing because my dialect sometimes not up to y'all park. I had a car wreck I don't know about, but I'm very well educated, very well versed in a lot of stuff. And government has to be number one. I should have been a lawyer. When you say things like that, is money allocated for certain situations for everything, and Trump just happened to be in office with this, and if that's the only thing you can say what he done, is I call you a dumbass. You're a dumbass. So I can't go back and forth. I can't have a educated conversation. I can't have a what's the word they try to use, a non jargon conversation, because like your brain cells are not that large. Like, you're selling yourself out for $1,200, and I think they got $900 a week for like a year. And I'm just like, that's that. So fuck what everybody been through. Fuck how this man talked about y'all, how this man treated y'all, how this man told police officers to shoot y'all asses when we was protesting the Black Lives Matter. Fuck all of that because he gave y'all $900 a week. Oh, he gave us a bag. We came up on the bag, cuz.
And what did you do with that bag? Because we're still here.
We have better fish to fry if you think $1,200 is a bag.
It's they talking about the $12 and then the $900 supplement that they got every week.
We have bigger problems to fry if you think that's a bag.
Yeah. Then it's my cousins who. It's very frustrating. And like I try to tell people, when you go to jail and you do bad things, you go to jail. Selling drugs, black people selling drugs is not a job. Again, black people selling drugs is not a job. When you sell drugs, your black ass is going to jail and you're going to do the time. Now, do I think you need to get 20 plus years for selling crack and weed? No, I do not. Not with somebody's raping somebody, killing somebody. I think that's morally wrong. However, if you are selling on the corner and you know you sell it crack to that lady and she got kids at home, they still selling stuff and affecting their children and they ain't changing their kids, you are the product of that environment. You are the product of your neighborhood. So yes, your ass needs to go to jail. And I would lock your black ass up too. Period. Like, Kamala had a job to do. She was not in a DA to be friends or be friendly. Work, nigga. I work.
At least get a part-time. Bare minimum.
It's aggravating. That's the cause I have my cousin. Well, she locked up the hood niggas, cuz. Well, what did Trump do? Trump gave us a bad cuz. I'm done.
Well, the problem with that is that statistics show that there were, I think, around like 1,500 cases that were drug related, and only 45 of them went to jail.
Correct.
In her whole 8 years. So I don't even argue about that. So somebody said, actually, it was Democrats that were responsible for the stimulus, not Trump, and that is true. In the House and Senate, the Republicans were blocking it. Trump just happened to be in office, and the Democrats were the ones that were pushing it.
That is correct.
So Rodney kind of answered already. How have you handled the situations when you come across somebody, Mark, on Solomon, that they don't have the same views as you? Like, what do you do?
In person?
Yeah. Because on social media, we know we're going to block, unfollow.
Yeah, I report. I'm petty. How do I deal with it? Depending on the education level of like where the conversation is going. And again, I'm not the person to talk to about politics, but I understand enough to have the conversation. So either I'm going to continue to have it and potentially educate you as the conversation goes on. But once you start acting stupid and you start saying stupid things, I'm ending it right then and there. I'm gonna do my best to educate you. I'm gonna pull up the Google facts and let you read, because it's all about research versus me search. But if you get to the point where I'm frustrated and you're not listening, you're responding just to respond versus a conversation to communicate and understand, we really don't have anything to talk about.
So my approach is a little different. So my goal isn't to educate, because you already know that it's not going to happen. The only thing that I can do is share my experiences. And when people go into conversations about their beliefs about Trump this, Trump that, okay, I get it, because these are your experiences. And at the same time, let me tell you about my experiences. You know, what is it like when... what is it like for me when I open up social media or I turn on the news and I see an older white person talk about a hanging tree, which just happened like this week?
Yes, I saw that.
What is the experience like for me when someone talks about Make America Great Again, when I have family members I have family members who remember when America was not great. But these are the times you want to go back to. I can tell you about my experience as a black college student opening my door one day and someone writing KKK on my marker board. I can tell you about my experiences opening up social media in 2017 and seeing that another black person was shot, killed by the police. I can tell you about all these experiences that Trump and the people who align with that mentality don't care about. And so I see people who have friends and family who are going off to college, and I say silent prayers for them. I say silent prayers for people who have mental health issues and get shot in their homes. Like, This world can actually be hard to live in. And there are people who are privileged and don't have to worry about that.
Say that again.
And so I can have those conversations. And my goal isn't to make you change your mind, because you may not even care about any of that. But at the end of the day, I know that by me letting you know that every day is not okay for me, I can at least do that part. I can do that.
August Allen, 28, said a convicted felon should never have access to nuclear codes, period. Melanie Granger said, when was America great for us? Which is a true question. So I think as far as like how I handle people, I typically just tell people the way you vote, you need to think about how that affects your family members. Because a lot of people that are, which I really try to understand, I really try to hear out people when they say like, oh, this is why I support Trump. And I'll be honest, there have been some people I've talked to that have like good points, not convincing enough for me because I'm not doing that shit. But they have like really good points and they like talk about like, okay, this is how I've been financially impacted. Like I have friends who own some businesses and they're like, okay, some of the like tax breaks would help my business and help me get my family ahead. So there are things that they can say that are like beneficial, but then it's just like at the end of the day, you're voting from a selfish standpoint, you know what I mean? But I think as far as like handling people like that, I try not to argue with them. My mom used to always tell us growing up, like, you don't argue about religion or politics. Like, when people say what they say, you leave it alone because those are just two slippery slopes that you just don't want to get on.
But I think it's also like, to that point, I think it's also important to realize that $900 for some people is a lot of money.
Yeah.
$1,200 for some people is a lot of money. And especially in this economy that we live in, like, $900 doesn't get you the same thing that it would have gotten you 10 years ago.
Hello.
And so I can understand why someone would be pulled to want to get more $900 or why they would be pulled to get more $1,200, because I can say that I'm a privileged person. Mm-hmm. Like, that $900 doesn't mean the same thing to me that it would to somebody else. And so, but my conversation would be, and I'm actually one of those people who have these conversations all the time. Like, what would better look like so that the $900 wouldn't impact you as much?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And so how can we create a world so that you aren't impacted by someone handing you $900 and you have $900 more consistently?
Yeah. So another question, do you guys think that the interactions we have with people every day, like, it relates how we actually interact with them further? Like, if we have bad interaction with people, typically we pull away. We don't want to be around them. Do you guys think that the interactions you've had with the people who have different political views than you at this point are going to be able to be, like, looked over in the future and you'll be able to, like, repair the bond? Or is it something where it's like, I feel like you don't care about me and you don't care about what I stand for in my community and I can't be in line with you?
No, I hold grudges, so we're not repairing nothing.
I don't want to stretch it that far.
Okay.
Because you could probably care about me. I don't know. But I know that we're not aligned. And because we're not aligned, I choose to spend more of my time with people who I'm aligned with. So I don't have to tell a story about why you do the things that you do. I just have to know that the things that you do don't sit well with me.
In the words of my late grandmother, Arthelda P. Wash, I'm going to love your ass from a distance.
I think I will say it depends on what their points were. I think there are some things where I can look past it and be like, okay, like, I understood that's what you wanted. But if there are some things that are just like, oh no, like, if it was something around race or something around, like, sexuality or, like, women's rights or something like that, I'll just be like, okay, we just can't. Like, I can't look past that. Last but not least, I think I don't know everybody's answer to this, but hypothetically speaking, you meet the perfect guy. I mean, like,
no.
Perfect guy, whatever height you want him to be. He got all the money that you need him to have. He marks every one of your boxes, and he tells you, yeah, I voted for Trump in the last 2 elections. Do you date him or no?
No. You don't care about our future. You don't care about...
He checks every box, though,
what
Rodney, and everything that he's voting for, he wants it...
Every box except for one.
Okay, every box except for one. He voted for Trump. And what if he says, like, I voted for Trump from a financial point? Everything else I'm against.
Because you was, again, you use one of your words, you were selfish. Because look what happened to women. We might have daughters. We may have gay children. And your vote could affect our children's future. So, no, I don't want somebody who thinks like that.
Solomon?
It's a no. And I would also be like, go to my closet. God. This is really a test, ain't it? Like, you trying to see if I'm really about this life, right? Because really? Now when you say date,
let's dissect the word date.
Now, is this a long-term thing?
Solomon.
We fooling around a little bit. Like, what's going on?
No, like, you're dating them, like, you're going to be in a relationship with them. Would you be in a relationship with them?
No.
Okay.
Can I have sex with them though?
No.
Oh, well, shit.
You cannot have Republican dick.
Marco.
Damn, when you call it that, it sounds so dirty.
It made me want it more.
You cannot have Republican cock.
So, there's always an odd man.
Swallowed.
I'm going to say yes, only because in my past relationships, I've never talked about politics.
Turn the mic off.
So, like, it's just, I've just never talked about politics in my relationships because that's something that you decided before me, and I'm not here to change your mind. But
I'm so glad you said that because that's the final question.
If you are checking every single fucking box, and that's just one thing that we can disagree on and never talk about, I don't need. we don't even have to ever talk about it.
Okay, I'm finna get in your ass. How do you never talk about that? And it's every day on the TV right now. Every 4 years, y'all gonna have a disagreement?
No, like
Every 4 years, y'all just gonna walk around the house silent?
yeah.
Ooh.
And you see, he vote for a party to like stripping y'all
'cause-
rights away.
No, when I go vote, I go vote by myself.
No, you missed my point. Your man is voting for a party that's every single election stripping rights away for you, your family, your children. They want to take away education. And
Again,
how can you be with somebody who's okay with that?
Again, you're speaking from the standpoint of us already talking about it. When I'm in relationships, I don't talk about politics. But to answer your question, I probably should. I'm not saying I shouldn't. But this is just something that, again, I educate myself on. And my friends are my family. But, like, there's just some things in my relationship that I just don't talk about.
Solomon and Rodney, do you guys discuss politics? I'll let y'all know. Me and Bay talk about it all the time. We be watching shit together and be like, God damn it, like, what? Like, we literally watch. That's what we do. Like, we talk about it. So... But I will say up to like in dating, like before I'm like in a relationship, it wasn't something that I would bring up at a table. Like, so how do you feel about the Democratic Party and their financial policy and how they feel about education? Like, I'm not doing that. So I'm kind of on your side. Like, it's kind of like hard.
I do ask you Republican or Democrat. I don't go like I'm not in depth with it. But if you say Republican, I want to know why.
I'm hoping if you gay and you black, you ain't no Republican. If you are a Republican, you gay and black, I got bigger fish to fry. Solomon, what about you? Are you going to ask them if they're a Republican or a Democrat?
Yes. Yeah. I'm going to talk about politics.
Okay.
I think a lot of times we're silenced in so many ways. Like when we go to work, when we're like when we go to these public places that, like you were just saying, religion and politics are controversial conversations. When you get home, you should be comfortable talking about anything. I think.
Yeah.
And so, it's going to be a topic of conversation in my house.
So the comments, and I have one more question. Somebody said, well, I mean, to be fair, Trump won't be there every 4 years. That does make sense because to the Republican Party's benefit, which I don't do this often, they have policies, they've had agendas that are not as aggressive as Trump's. Like Trump's is just outrageous. So,
I mean, if he don't win, he could run every 4 years.
Well, he finna go to jail. We not worry about him.
But it's not just about Trump. It's the next Trump. It's the next anybody who supports Project 2025.
Right.
It's about all of them who have this mentality and this agenda. And so I think right now, Trump is just the name. But there are people who have been rallying for this for years.
I get that, but I think we all do have to like look at the other side and know that like all Republicans are not for Project 2025.
Right.
To their benefit. Now, then I don't like stand up for them a lot because they don't stand up for nobody else. But somebody said it comes down to basic decency, and if you voted for Trump, then question mark. Mr. Eric Layton said it's giving Marco saying, "To hell with your beliefs, just come home at night." Last question, as we talk about politics and religion, would you date somebody who has different religious beliefs than you? Yes or no?
All the time.
No.
Again, that's just a topic that I don't talk about in my relationships.
Okay.
Because I'm just not a religious person, so.
Would you date somebody who is religious? Like if they was like, hey, babe.
But don't force me to go to church. Don't force me.
Oh, so you don't want them to bring that up to you?
Whatever you decide to do, that is between you and how you grew up and, your beliefs. But if you go to church every Sunday, please don't ask me to go to church every Sunday because that's not me.
You don't want to do bussy church and mimosas?
No, because now you're forcing me to do things that I don't want to, and now we have a problem.
That makes sense. Yeah, I'm not doing either.
I will.
I'm not.
I can't do that.
I know, and reason being, and then we can wrap up because I know I'm getting long-winded. But somebody said Trump may not go to jail due to the Secret Service detail. We gonna hope he goes to jail, and I don't pray on jail for people like that. But he need to go to jail. He's illegal. I don't think I could do it because I know I want kids, and like I have friends from like college and high school who's like mother was Christian and then their dad was a Muslim, and they get to high school and they're like, and they're just confused. And their values are different. You know what I mean? But I respect that. You know what I mean? Because it's America's a melting pot. We're diverse. But at the same time, like I know how I grew up, and I want to kind of instill that solid foundation that I had in church in my children.
Did know what you said.
It was a good conversation. It was very adult-like.
It was, and now we're about to not be so much.
Well, it's okay. I think
it's okay.
it's a healthy
can't
balance.
be messy all the time.
That's true. So before we get into the menage a trois, just a gentle reminder that we have our first in-person live podcast, our live show, August 29th at the Network ATL. We are going to have an amazing time. Buy your tickets. The link is on your screen. The link is in my bio on Instagram. The link is in Rodney's bio on Instagram. The link is in the Open Relationship bio on Instagram. Is it in y'all's bio?
It will be tonight.
Damn.
Shots fired.
Damn.
Is it in yours?
Wear your pajamas. Wear your sexy pajamas. We don't want to see any areola. We don't want to see any assholes. And we don't want to see... What? We don't.
I just like the proper name for it. It was cute.
Yeah, no nipples. All right. So today we're gonna talk about
Sex.
kind of.
Let's talk about sex, baby.
But
Let's talk about
you and me. Let's talk about all the things that.
nope.
That's not the words.
He was being an asshole.
But tonight, no, that was good. That was wrong.
No, it wasn't. Let's talk about all the things
All the good things and the bad things
we can do.
and
no, just stop.
I should have stopped.
Where
that.
is the music, Marco? Where is the music?
But tonight, spit or swallow. So this is we had an activity a couple of weeks ago where I thought it was kind of fun, and so tonight we're going to do something very similar. So I'm going to present you with two options. You have to choose. Which one will you spit and which one will you swallow?
Openers, we want y'all to play in the comments
Yeah,
too.
openers.
be-
Play in
I'm
the
literally,
comments.
I'm pulling out the handy dandy iPhone, and I'm going to watch what y'all comments are so we know.
So the first one, break up via text or ghost. Spit or swallow. Which one you spitting and which one you swallowing?
Can we make can we define, is there a difference, like, is spit good and swallow is bad? Like, what are we
Yeah,
doing
that's
here?
it. That's
And we want to know from your point of view.
Spit you
which
don't
one's good,
want it,
Solomon?
swallow you keep it.
Oh,
yeah.
spit you don't want, swallow you're keeping. Okay. So what were the options again? Y'all hear that, openers? Spit means you don't want it.
Spit you don't want it, swallow you keeping.
So some of y'all finna be pregnant via the throat. Got it.
Ew. All right, break up via text or ghost.
Ooh.
swallow, ghost, spit, text.
I'm gonna swallow text, spit, ghost.
I'm gonna swallow text, spit, ghost. Well, hold on, wait.
Hold on.
Swallow text means I want to be texted broken up. Spitting means you bet not ghost me or I'm gonna go dig your grandmother up and put her on the porch for Halloween as decoration.
God dog it. Okay, but to be fair, I also have to look at my history. So,
Oh, this is from our point of view.
it's from both because I don't want to be hypocritical either. So,
I love that. I love that.
That's gross.
so swallow, ghost, spit, text.
Somebody said I'm a spit. Okay, they didn't answer the question. They're being nasty.
I'm probably. Oh Lord.
Jared said via text is a swallow, ghost is spit.
I am.
Okay,
Come on, Marco. We got more
I'm
questions.
gonna swallow the ghost.
I'm gonna swallow the ghost.
And you gonna do what with the other one?
Probably break up.
Well, he has.
Wait, so you want to be ghosted,
I would rather be. I got feelings. I'd rather you just ghost me.
and you would rather ghost somebody than to break up with them via text.
Wow, you the only one who was the odd one.
No, we were the same. We were on the
No,
same page.
Well, at first it was the same.
So then you changed it?
I did
Yeah.
because I said I didn't want to be hypocritical.
Y'all don't want to face nobody's. Y'all want to say it in nobody's face. What Kamala say? If you got something to say it to my face.
I'm going to swallow it.
Y'all ghosting people?
Yes.
I have, but it's not intentional. For me, it's not in.
Okay,
Intentional.
so understanding history, I'm talking about present day. Y'all would ghost somebody?
Yes.
Oh, present day. No, I'm definitely breaking up with you via text.
But you gonna ghost? Oh Lord, you gonna ghost too?
I thought we was talking about our track record.
So present day, text.
You would swallow text.
I'm gonna swallow text. But
Mel-
go ahead.
Melanie Granger says spit both. Baby, you cheating. You got to pick one.
Yeah, you gotta spit. I mean, you gotta spit one. You gotta you gotta pick one, Melanin. Sex or just head?
Ooh. Spit, head, swallow, sex.
Spit sex. Or no. Wait, which one we keeping?
Swallow.
Yeah, I'm gonna swallow sex. I'm gonna keep sex. And head can go out the window.
So say spit.
Wait.
I think
Swallow,
because-
sex,
And I just
spit.
we said sex ahead and spit and swallow, and everybody was
Right,
like,
okay. So I want to keep sex.
So you're gonna swallow.
I'm gonna swallow sex and spit head.
Yes.
how much
Yes.
time do we have? That's gonna depend on what I want to do.
Swallowing sex, spitting head.
Yes. That's
You're
the time.
swallowing sex and spitting head.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just gonna take a step further. I'm just gonna create a scenario in my mind, right? If it's just like I'm going to swallow sex if it's a verse session. If it's a one side, I'm gonna spit it. But does that make sense?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But then I'm going to spit head. I'm gonna take the verse session over head every time.
Okay.
A good verse session is always good.
Hello.
2 for 1.
Free college or free healthcare?
I'm gonna swallow healthcare and spit college.
I'll definitely swallow healthcare. I'll keep healthcare.
Damn, this is hard. Oh my God, I want to swallow college and spit healthcare.
What?
I'm going to
Rodney.
swallow healthcare and spit college. Rodney,
Why would you do
Really?
that?
Because if I can have free college,
Do you know how expensive healthcare is? Do you know how expensive it is for one prep visit?
I'm
know
just saying. I mean, I can go to school and not have to worry about paying money. And like, I feel like to me, I can do more than what I want to do. If that makes sense.
But do you know that the average healthcare bill of your lifetime will be higher than what college cost?
I don't just. Now look, y'all asked me for
Rodney
my
got money.
Girl.
I ain't say all that. I'm okay. Thank you.
What we got?
Jesus.
Quinlan said I was confused. I thought spit meant text. He said spit meant text. Swallow means ghost. No, baby, check in. Spit means you don't want it. Swallow means you would do it. You want the other one.
Yeah.
Melanie Granger says she would swallow head and spit sex. People really don't like sex.
I love
I
sex.
want to be.
Head
like a
is
person.
good though. Head is good.
Head is a form of sex if you want to be honest. It's
I
oral
mean,
sex.
it is, but if you had to choose
See,
between,
even Jared agreed with me. Swallow college and spit healthcare. I guess because for me, I guess it's a selfish standpoint. I'm not sick. Oh Lord, I don't have to go to the doctor a lot. I only see the doctor for a physical every year. So in this present stage of my life, healthcare is not a big thing for me.
Do you know how much the average physical is? We can ask Google, but physicals are not cheap, baby. Physicals, depending on if you're doing like a full blood panel
I
and
am.
all the sexual STD tests.
I did it.
Testis. Oh God.
On Monday.
Baby, let me tell you, that bill, look at your statement of benefits when it comes.
Look
it
at
will
the-
tell you how
look
much
at
it's
the bill.
expensive.
Look at the insurance.
In
plan.
BTW, I mean, I will ask a quick question. I am getting on the shot, the
Aptitude.
aptitude. Y'all on that?
I am.
Okay, I'm gonna talk to you offline.
Okay.
Okay.
Somebody said you can get a PhD for free, and then somebody said only answer is correct to spit college.
see, I'm swallowing healthcare because again, like I went to the family reunion, right? But I just saw my dad, and this is the first time I saw my dad like limping and using a cane, and I was like,
Your dad was using a cane?
yeah, he was using
Oh.
a cane, and so I mean, he had a swollen knee. I don't know what the swollen knee was about.
Gout?
No. I mean, but it could be. I don't know. But we didn't talk about like the reason why his knee was swollen. But at the same time, it was just like, you know, when you look at the cost of aging, yeah, I'm swallowing healthcare.
I don't know. I guess I'm being selfish for this point in time.
Yeah, I just think about like just from a public health standpoint, healthcare is so expensive. Like most people don't go to the doctor because they can't afford it. Like people go to the ER because they know like you're not technically going to get a bill right then and there. Because most doctors' offices, if they're private, you can get there and they be like, you ain't got insurance, bye girl. And if it's a private hospital, they can tell you bye as well. So it's like a lot of people can't afford healthcare and can't afford college neither. Let's be honest. This is like a double whammy question because it's like
True.
shit, damned if you do, damned if you don't.
All right, last one. Live forever or be remembered forever?
Ooh.
Do I get to be young forever? Or I got to get old.
You can't just add stuff.
Girl, I don't want to live forever. I'm gonna be 100 barking around in a like. No, I don't want to be in a wheelchair, and I think I can.
So, your age now. Live forever. Your age now.
You just
Or be
rich and-
or be remembered forever.
I'm gonna live forever.
No, I'm gonna be remembered forever, so I'm gonna swallow that.
I'm going to swallow live forever. I can say this age. I would be like the wisdom of the family. Like, I know something.
You would want to live forever?
Yeah, watch my family lineage, and I would spit be remembered forever?
I would swallow, remembered forever, spit, live forever.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's kind of interesting because I feel like with this activity, I knew what a lot of people's answers would be once you started naming them.
I was actually surprised a couple times.
By what specifically?
Healthcare.
Oh,
Yeah.
I was surprised by the college thing too. That one caught me off guard. And there was another one. What were all of them?
Text or ghost.
That one shocked me too. I didn't think y'all was ghosted people. That actually kind of hurt my heart. Thought y'all was doing better than that.
Sorry.
Healing is an action word.
To the left, to the left.
All right,
Somebody
y'all.
said I'll live, and then somebody else said swallow being remembered, spit, live forever.
Okay, that was fun.
That was fun.
All right.
All right, y'all ready for this? The
We are, but before we
I
get
feel like before we get into that, the only correct thing to know is do you guys spit or swallow when you're doing what you got to do?
spit.
Spit.
He might join you, so don't.
Swallow me, swallow me, drip down the side of me.
What about you?
I'm spitting. I ain't never had nobody nut on my face or like above my head. Don't do it.
You know they say
Above my
cum is
shoulders.
good for like facial.
Well, that's why you've been glowing, sister girl.
Okay. Openers, we have a show on August the 29th, 2024 at the Network ATL. The doors open at 7:15. Show start at 8:30. Make sure y'all get y'all tickets. Get your sexy PJs like Melly and Grace said hers just came in the mail. We are so excited to see you all. We're going to have fun games, good time. I'm just like, it's getting close, y'all. It's like, what, 22 days away? Get your tickets.
Oh, my God.
Meet us there. And we're going to have a good time. And it's also the Thursday for Black Global Pride. So, like, just come on. Let's have a good time. And I'm ready to see y'all. Okay.
It's
Global
getting
Black
close.
Pride.
Are you guys coming?
Huh?
I said it's getting close. Are you guys coming?
I am.
You coming?
I'm getting wet.
You get
What the boys say, I'm getting gushy.
You've been a nasty boy.
Cause I can't. Oh, my outfit's so cute. All right. Well, openers, we have a segment called The Letter.
Oh, is it?
Yes.
It came in the mail already?
It's getting handmade, baby.
So you better zip it down, girl.
The girls are showing out.
It's getting handmade, baby. Yeah, I'm coming through.
No, we know.
Welcome to The Letter. This is where we invite our openers, aka our fifth seaters, as Solomon say, to come into our space and welcome you into our space. We're going to answer your questions, any concerns. We'll talk about it. We are open and honest. We also do have a therapist for Solomon on staff. However, he is not getting paid to do this. So if you want his service outside of this, you have to reach out to him via DM at Solomon E. Stretch.
There are also more appropriate ways to reach out to me.
Maybe a website.
There's a way.
Go on and stretch it out, y'all.
And turn it on vanish mode.
And you can send letters in two ways. You can write us, send us an email at openrelationshippodcast@gmail.com, which is on the screen right now. Or you go to our website at openrelationshippodcast.com and click contact us and click send letter. All right. This letter was real short and sweet, but it's straight to the point, and I love it. All right. Fuck Iggas. I have been talking to this guy on and off for 2 years. Every time we try to meet up, he always ghosts me. But when we talk on IG and text each other 24/7, do you think this guy's in a relationship? I'm really confused.
As much as we love the short letter, we need a little bit more details. But
No,
what
we
I would
don't.
say, he just might like your conversation and your energy.
Girl, don't be dumb. That man got a man and he just using you to talk to at night and everything else. There's probably hours where he actually responds to you. There's hours where he don't respond to you. There's probably times where he pick up the phone. Follow the pattern, girl. Don't be stupid. It's been 2 years.
It's giving catfish.
I don't think it's catfish.
It's giving catfish. Like, to me, he just said we talk and text each other on IG 24/7. So it's not like he's not.
It's only a text relationship.
You know what? I thought he said talk, so he's not talking on the phone.
Yeah, talk.
So
on
yeah,
IG,
that
like,
person
just
probably got a
message.
man.
Yeah,
Okay, yeah.
because if they're like on IG, that means you probably seen their pictures. Like, hopefully you seen them out and about. He got a man
He got a man.
at home. He lives
Yeah.
with him.
He
Call
got a
him- Call him
man.
Shantae.
He got
Some people just like wasting their time.
Oh,
Damn.
Well, get us together.
This all you got?
I
Oh,
need to follow these men's pattern. That man is show. Girl.
what you said? Maya Angelou said.
Once a person show you themselves once, believe them.
Okay.
But the thing is, you know, who said it? No, this
That wasn't
was
the quote?
this was Rodney. This was Rodney when he was talking about your hurt being 17 years old.
Wow, you bringing up season 2?
But you know,
Been catching strays
some people
all
like showing up for hurt, and so if 2 years and every time you, and I'm
You laughing?
well, I'm laughing. I'm only laughing because we just had a conversation about ghosting, right? And so, you know, 2 years, and every time you try to meet up with this person, they ghost you. I'm sure you're getting disappointed every single time. And so at some point, you have to be like, okay, enough is enough. And you haven't had it after 2 years, so maybe you just like showing up for hurt. Maybe you just like wasting your time. Maybe you just haven't found anything else to do.
There are bigger fish to fry if you're paying attention to somebody who won't meet up with you after 2 years.
Yes.
We need to talk about self-care and self-value.
Self-worth, self-esteem.
Emphasis on self-value and self-esteem, because baby, ain't no way. Every
Ain't
time.
no way.
Girl,
That's
who's
Chris
that?
Brown.
Ain't no way.
I thought you
Wait,
gonna do it with the
What
Franklin.
were you singing?
Ain't no way.
Y'all realize I don't know old songs. I didn't.
For me
like,
to
my mom didn't grow up playing
love
80s
you.
and 70s music. She grew up playing 90s
If you
music.
don't.
If you
No.
know.
Chris Brown ain't 90s.
2000.
Let
I was
me.
strong by
That's
that.
what I was at too.
Da-da-da-da. Stop trying to be.
Y'all tell us in the chat. Chris Brown or Aretha Franklin?
someone you're
That's a crazy question. Either or,
Ain't
just not
no
Rodney.
way that I'm gonna love you down.
All right, bye, girl. All right, openers. That's all that we got for the letter Solomon. Take us out.
All right, openers, thank you for coming and joining the four of us in our fifth seat.
You forgot your line? Clock in?
No.
Ooh.
He said he had to whack you back because you've been whacking him all the time. I got you.
Did
girl.
I though?
Yeah, you was like, you remember your hurt is 17 years old. You whacked him.
You whacked a little couple of times. He got a couple knots.
And you know he ain't got no hair to cover it up. Take us out, girl.
Live show, August 29th. Be there. Buy your tickets. Oh, wait a minute. Aren't the early bird tickets
Sold
sold
out.
out?
They go home.
They are sold out.
Damn.
Monica.
Damn.
Look, what's he said? Damn, double homicide.
You know, before we close, the fact that we laugh so hard at that is crazy because that girl was talking about having an abortion of twins. And people laugh at that.
Stop.
It was just the timing. And
She said, bitch.
You hit it so perfectly.
Have y'all saw the gift? Johnson was talking to the girl, and the girl was like, yeah, I had an abortion of his two twins. The girl said, damn, double homicide.
He said, bitch.
Reality TV is not real.
all right, thank you for coming and joining the four of us as we swallow hard topics and spit difference of opinions.
See you next week, openers.